Hello everyone, welcome back to Autopulse. This is the smallest cross-country camper tricycle you'll ever see. Built to be compact, efficient, and fully self-contained, this tiny home on three wheels is taking on the open road one pedal stroke at a time. From remote backroads to scenic coastlines, this little machine is proving that adventure doesn't need horsepower, just heart, vision, and a bit of leg power. It's hard to believe that something so small can be so capable. At first glance, it might just look like a quirky pedal trike with a cargo box. But take a closer look, and you'll see that it's actually a full-featured micro motorhome. A solo traveler's dream. This trike has it all: a sleeping space, kitchen setup, storage, solar power, and even a little table for eating or working. It's designed to be ultra-lightweight and ultra-practical, allowing you to travel long distances without relying on fuel or campsites. And the best part? You don't need a driver's license, registration, or insurance to explore the country with it. The whole setup is based on an electric assist cargo tricycle. With a 48V motor and a long-range battery pack, you can ride up to 60 miles per charge, depending on terrain and weight. There's also a backup battery on board, which can be swapped out or recharged via solar. The solar panel on the roof isn't just for show. It actually powers a small lithium battery bank inside, enough to charge your phone, run some lights, and keep the ventilation fan going through the night. It's the kind of sustainable setup that lets you boondock anywhere, urban, rural, or wilderness. Inside, the camper is surprisingly cozy. It's a one-person layout, but the space is used so efficiently that it doesn't feel cramped. There's a narrow bed with a memory foam cushion that folds into a bench for daytime lounging. Underneath the bed are two storage bins, one for clothing, and one for tools, cables, and backup gear. Next to the bed is the kitchen module. It includes a small countertop with a portable gas stove, a collapsible sink, and a 5-liter water tank with a manual pump. There's a small shelf for spices and dry goods, plus a cooler for perishables. It's not a gourmet kitchen, but it gets the job done after a long day of pedaling. One of the cleverest features is the fold-out work desk, which doubles as a meal table. It's mounted on a hinge and secured with magnets when not in use. Open it up, and you've got a perfect little nook for journaling, planning routes, or editing videos on a laptop. Ventilation comes from two sources, a roof vent fan and two screen side windows. That keeps the air flowing during warm nights and helps regulate temperature even in hot climates. When it gets chilly, a compact insulated blanket and a small USB-powered heater can be used to stay warm, though usually, your own body heat and insulation do the trick. The camper shell itself is built from lightweight materials, mostly corrugated plastic, aluminum framing, and recycled insulation panels. It's aerodynamic, waterproof, and weather-resistant. And while it won't stop a bear, it does offer a secure, dry, and private shelter wherever you park. On the outside, there are utility racks for mounting extra gear, whether it's a foldable chair, extra water jugs, or a tarp for shade. There's also a small toolbox, a tire repair kit, and a mini air compressor, just in case you run into trouble along the way. Everything in this camper trike is designed with weight in mind. Fully loaded, it comes in at under 160 pounds, which is light enough for most riders to manage, especially with pedal assist. And when you're cruising through country roads or rolling into a sleepy town, you're almost guaranteed to turn heads. But this isn't just a showpiece. This camper trike is built for real travel, multi-state journeys, long weekends off-grid, even full-time van life, without the van. It fits into bike lanes, can be pushed by hand if needed, and doesn't require a parking spot. You can stealth camp in cities or roll into a forest trailhead and sleep under the stars. And because it's not a motor vehicle, it opens up a whole new world of freedom and simplicity. Long-distance trips on a rig like this require some planning, but it's also part of the fun. You start paying attention to terrain, wind, weather, and your own energy levels. You become more tuned in with the landscape. You go slower, but you see more. You connect with people, wave to kids, and get into conversations you wouldn't have in a regular RV. The experience of traveling in a micro camper tricycle is different. It's not about luxury, it's about minimalism, mindfulness, and movement. You're not blazing down highways, you're meandering, exploring, stopping often, and staying flexible. And in a world that's constantly rushing, there's something beautiful about slowing down. About being self-contained, self-powered, and self-reliant. About knowing that everything you need is right there in your tiny rolling home. This isn't just a tricycle. It's a passport to adventure. A statement about sustainability. A personal spaceship for the slow travel revolution. And as small as it is, it carries big dreams, wide open roads, and endless possibilities.